Matthew 22:39-40, and the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbour as thyself. On these two commands hang all the law and the prophets. There's this sentiment you occasionally hear, especially from non-believers, which is, why isn't the Bible just one page that says, try not to be a jerk? You know, this is a big book, and a lot of people assume that this book is filled with all of the laws and the commands and the rules that you have to follow to go to heaven. Now, the number of incorrect assumptions there is too much to list in this short. But what I want to draw your attention to here is that the Bible says that on this commandment, in addition to the commandment to love God, hangs all of the law and all of the prophets. And really, when you think about it, this command to love others as you love yourself can be simplified to just be a good person. I mean, most people don't take the golden rule literally as saying, as long as you would like something done to you, it's okay for you to do it to anyone else. And yet most people still understand the golden rule as the quintessential intuitive morality. And that's the point here. All of the law hangs on this intuitive morality. This shouldn't be that much of a shock because the Bible elsewhere says that our own consciences convict us because we all know we have sinned. Even by our own understanding of right and wrong, we know that we've behaved in a way that we shouldn't have. But I think it's especially significant here where the subtext is that the Bible could be filled with all sorts of laws and rules about how we're supposed to behave, and those would all be correct laws, but they would all ultimately come down to this idea of be a good person. This might sound to some people absurdly liberal, but I think it's in keeping with basic conservative theology, according to which Christianity is set apart from every other religion in the world. Every other religion is, of course, all about the things you need to do to be saved, but what's interesting is they all have these very specific rules that aren't intuitive to most people. Judaism, through the Talmud, has added all sorts of more complicated rules to the original Old Testament. Mormonism is well known for all of their rules that make part of a high control environment. Catholicism has plenty of ridiculous rules. Obviously, what you're allowed to eat on Friday is something many Catholics know about. None of these rules are intuitive. None of these rules extend from what Jesus tells us, which is that all of the law and all of the prophets hang on, love your neighbor as you love yourself. I think this could be a really powerful tool to minister to atheists by saying, hey, atheists, you think you have an intuitive understanding of what's right and what's wrong. Christianity agrees with you on that. When we're talking about sin, we're not talking about anything other than what you already know applies to you. So as such, if you stand before a perfect holy God and you are condemned according to your sin, you're not going to have a leg to stand on. So you maybe should be taking the Bible a lot more seriously instead of just complaining that it's too long. And the fact that you think the Bible's even supposed to be a list of rules that you have to follow in the first place shows you don't really understand it yet.